dirt. I want you to make sure the engine is big.
Okay.
Also clean there. That small guy that came that side, Matthew.
Yeah.
His job today was to paint.
Oh.
Once you put the headlights, you must. My next job is to dress all the welding.
Yes. I was telling Ryan.
Next job actually is to break.
Fire hydrant. It's a fire hydrant! This is a Packet tank engine. There's two of them here on the railway. That coach is dangerously close to that cliff. Down right there. If a storm were to come through here, that would fall down there. Umgeni Steam's first tank engine. It was dismantled in 2013. There is not much left of it, besides the boiler, coal bunker, and that's about it. Yeah. And it still has its fire tubes and I think, not too sure. Okay, no it doesn't, but that is where the fire would go through on a loco. There's its firebox. It's a bell pair. That's the shape of it, so that it's like a bell pepper. Hey, yay! Okay, maybe I should not climb up that. It was dangerous and stupid. This is a Buckeye torpedo tender, or also known as a Vanderbilt tender. And then right in front of it is Umgeni Steam's Class 1. This loco has been sitting here for more than 30 years. Its boiler is intact, but it does not have its crank rods fitted, as you can clearly see. This is the chassis for the tank engine I just showed you. It is a 482, but the 2 has been replaced with 4 smaller wheels as a resting place. So yeah, this is a day in the life of a umgeni steam worker when it's not on an open day. But either way, you can still have a lot of fun. This is umgeni steam coach number 7380. Right there, number 7380. It has not been restored. It will probably never be restored. Abandoned coaches. I'll never be used again. It's besides this one over here, which is a catering car. As you can see, it says catering. Right here, it's supposed to be the R. This is where they'd serve you food. There is its emblem. The original South African Railways. X. Initiate virus. And there's the Afrikaans word for catering car. Verversingswa. Yeah, some freight wagons owned by Transnet. There's the Dubs tank again with a nice W. And, side note, here is a 2-foot gauge, narrow gauge, bogie set that is weirdly light and moves slightly. Very nice. There's more freight wagons up ahead. Now, umgeni Steam is a branch line that runs from Cato Ridge to Kloof, all the way to Pinetown. But Kloof Station is where they originally pick up the people, and then they take them here to Njanga. But because of the fierce storm that happened back in 2020, they're not allowed to do that. And the line up to Pietermaritzburg, which is that way, past that bridge, is nearly done. So by the end of next month, that will be done, and then trains can go to Cato Ridge again. and then diesels can come and pick up the freight that was left behind, like those wagons and these wagons right here. Except for the coaches. Up ahead is South African Railways black water tanker and boxcar and 2 gravel or just general freight. There's a packet again. Now these are track switches. Here is the boiler for a steam crane. Over there in the distance is the steam crane. And right there below it, you can see that little ditch right next to that switch point. You can see the original turntable for the packet tank engines. Is the flatbed for the steam crane. And there's the coach for the steam crane. There are 2 covered coaches. Those are also dining cars. And here is how switch points works. I can just get to there. There's a sort of diamond crossing. So on model railways you'd see this, trying to tracks, and this is how one would work in real life. So I'm going to have to put it back later. But basically how this works is that currently it's locked, but you would kick this up like this with your foot, or kick it down, whatever, But kicking this up would cause the track, specifically this separate flange, should go that way, and this one would rock up against that and change the track direction to go that way, and then you could change it back to make it go that way. Same goes with that switch point there. And so yeah. Behind the steam crane is a second packet, which coincidentally has been dismantled due to lack of funds to restore these locos. Luckily, these logos can be restored with the right people and the right time. And then here you have it, packet tank engine. Oh, the second one at least. Packets are 040s. See, 2, 2, that makes it 4. The reason why I say 4 is because there's 2 on the other side. You should know that if you weren't stupid. And in there you can see the cranks, which allow steam to go into the actual piston heads. Like these. This is a piston head. So you can see it's much bigger than my hand. And in here are the cranks. So you can see them. This big block right here is the crankhead. Here's its boiler. Decently small. This boiler is a boiler that can hold more than 1,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, and these are superheaters. You can see there's the firebox in there. You can play this like a piano. Dong, ding, ding, dong, dong. That was retarded of me. Do not ever quote me on that. Please, that would be very embarrassing of you. And of me. Please don't. There's the coincidental Oreo McFlurry. I hate those things. It's basically the end of my umgeni steam tour. Like to say, if you do want to come here, the running days next month are the 28th and 29th of September. If you'd like to come, you may. As a member of umgeni Steam, I do support the decision if you do want to come here. That is basically my only job. I'm supposed to promote. Well, it's not my only job, but I should at least promote the railway. The thing is that many people are coming here anymore, and it's actually quite a shame because these locos, like Maureen, are nearly 100 years old. Maureen is 112, and Wesley is in his 80s at this point. I'm referring to the locos with pronouns because that's how the name should be. Maureen is a lady and Wesley is a man, so that's how they should call him. But in the railway world, Wesley would be considered female, like the Titanic, which is a ship. And most, if not all, vehicles are referred to as female.